Sin. There's a lot of biblical words in Greek and Hebrew that are underlying the word that we use as sin. One of them has to do with missing the mark, going wide from what you're supposed to hit. Another one has to do with trespassing, going above or going really beyond what you're supposed to do. And so ultimately, in Christianity, sin is defined as something that violates God's holiness, his character, his express commands. And the teaching of Scripture is that all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. So there's no one that is not a sinner, is the biblical message. Now the good news is that Jesus came to free us from sin so we would no longer be slaves to sin. But sin is a reality. I think our world evidences the reality that we are sinners who sin. And I think we also should recognize that there's the bad news, but we should also recognize the good news that Jesus Christ came to save sinners. I'll take a theological track to discuss salvation. I think the key emphasis upon salvation in the Old and New Testaments is one of a saving or a rescue. And I think as Revelation, as the Bible unfolds, it becomes more and more clear that that's something that needs to be permanent and saving in all aspects of what it means to be human. And so if a person, we don't hear this question as much these days, but people used to speak about Christianity sometimes to people and they would say, "Are you saved?" And what the person is trying to ask is saying, are you saved from your sin? Are you saved from God's wrath? Are you saved from, that would be a way of saying, are you saved from hell? Are you saved from those things? Saved from them and saved to God. And so the way this comes about is not something I think we can or have or will achieve, although we're certainly beneficiaries of God's salvific plan. That just means what God has done in history. But that God has reached out specifically through Jesus and has done so in a way not under obligation or compulsion, but has done so willingly and for the things that we need to be saved from that we could not save ourselves out of.